So some argue that it is the free market that has driven up the cost of healthcare, and therefore we need Obamacare or some form of government intervention to help drive those costs down. Now, this is complete nonsense. What's driven up the cost of healthcare is government intervention. Today, over 50% of every dollar spent on healthcare is spent by the government. When the government spends money, it's not their money, right? It's money they've taken from other people. When the bureaucrat is spending money, it's not theirs. There's huge amount of waste. They spend way too much. They spend it on the wrong things, and they drive up the cost. That's always the case. Whenever the government is involved in an area, costs go up. Look what's happened to tuition at schools. As the government is becoming more and more involved in student loans, tuition is going up. It's not an accident. In healthcare, you can see this because look at other areas in healthcare like LASIK surgery. LASIK is unregulated. The government doesn't pay for it. You pay for it yourself. And what's happened to LASIK surgery? Originally, when it came out, it was very expensive because the technology was new and there was no economies of scale. Only a few people did it. But as people did more of it, as more doctors got it, as the technology was innovated on, you got more and more of these machines, more and more of the doctors doing it, costs have gone down dramatically, and you can get deals, and they advertise it, and wow, you don't see that with heart surgery. You don't see that with anything else that's provided where the big buyer is government. And there's no real marketplace. There's no free market today in healthcare. Or take, doctors who treat animals, right? The healthcare costs for treating animals declines. And quality has gone up, and the amount of technology has gone up, and yet costs have gone down because there's no government, because it's, relatively a free market. So, no, free markets tend to, for the quality, everything else held constant, prices go down over time, and quality goes up over time in every single field. Look at your computer. Does the computer cost more or less than it used to? Well, it costs less, and it's much, much better. So what would happen in healthcare, if you took the government out of it and you allowed a true free market, is what you would see was an increase in innovation, an increase in quality, an increase in the use of technology, and costs, certainly cost per the quality of the healthcare that you were getting, dramatically declining.